Minister. Senator Hanson.
Thank you, Madam President. My question is to the Minister representing the Prime Minister, Senator Wong. Does the Albanese government support the establishment of a sovereign, independent Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander nation in Australia? Yes or no?
Thank you, Senator Hanson. Minister Wong.
I understand the motivation behind Senator Hanson's question, and you will know, of course, that the issue of sovereignty is something that First Nations people, including in this place, have asserted very clearly. And you would have heard Senator Stewart and others talk about the First Nations not having ceded their sovereignty. But if the question goes to two nations, we are the nation of Australia, and what we seek to do through the Uluru Statement from the Heart, Voice, Treaty and Truth, is to deal with the reality of our past, to reconcile and to move forward together through those three processes, mechanisms, reforms: a voice first, but also treaty and Makarrata.
Senator Hanson, first supplementary.
Well, on that one, I don't feel I've really got an answer, whether it was a yes or a no. I understand what you're saying about the Uluru Statement. Does the Albanese government consider that all Australians, regardless of race, share sovereignty over Australia and its territories? Yes or no?
Thank you, Senator Hanson. Minister Wong.
With respect, Senator Hanson, I understand the motivation behind that question, and I would say to you, I think that the way that's phrased is a question that seeks to divide us. You and I both know we are all Australian citizens, but we do have unfinished business when it comes to our First Nations people. We do have a road that we have to walk as a country to bring us together, and I don't believe that road can be walked in good faith if we start to try and divide people in the way that I think your question is seeking to do, Senator. Now, you're entitled to your views, but what I would say to you is that we are all Australian citizens. Some of us come... We are all Australian...
Order, Senator Thorpe.
We are all Australian citizens, but there is work that needs to be done to recognise the place of our First Nations people in our constitution.
Thank you, Minister. The
and
time
in our
for
society.
answering has expired. Senator Hanson, second supplementary.
Senator Wong, I've never tried to segregate or divide this nation. I've only called for equality ever since I came into Parliament. My question is, does the Albanese government support the principle that all Australians should be equally supported according to need, not race? Yes or no?
Minister Wong.
Senator Hanson, I think in order to ensure equality, that governments need to recognise that some people have not and are not treated equally, in great part because of their race. And you only need to look at the history of our First Nations people to recognise that. So yes, sometimes equality does require that we recognise the way in which race has impacted upon the equality of some of our peoples, and I do not think that is a bad thing. I think that is a principle of inclusion, not of separation and not of discrimination, but a principle of inclusion, acceptance and respect.
Thank you, Senator.